China watch. Here's our updated China watch. We've seen a lot of videos lately on China, a lot of information coming out on China, what they're doing, what they are doing. You've seen my past videos and seeing what's going on. Well, we have some big numbers right now from China. 50 million vacant units. I've talked about the ghost cities before. A lot of people were saying, oh, they're gonna get filled. Guess what, folks? They're not getting filled. This is gonna be a huge impact on American real estate. Think about that. 50 million vacant units in China. People bought these vacant units as investments. They're vacant, empty, 50 million. 50 million. There's 300 million people in the United States, and there's 50 million vacant units in China. That's why China is bringing all their money here, because these investors know, hey, these are never gonna get filled. 4 or 5 years ago, I was doing a speech and there was somebody there that said, oh, you know what? China's building all these units, all these ghost cities, because they're gonna get filled. Now, even he admitted they're not gonna get filled. They're sitting there vacant. Number two, big problem right now in China. They just printed more money in one day than they ever have before in the history of China, including 2008 and the deepest financial crisis. They've never printed as much money as they did 2 weeks ago in one single day. How is that impacting the world? That money is getting put it out there into real estate, into American real estate, to Canadian real estate, Australian real estate. We're seeing big problems with that. China is in a deep issues right now because of the 50 million vacant units, printing money like crazy, and this is the big one, their demographics. They are in deep, 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 deep trouble with their demographics. Their one-child policy for their 20 years previously, over a generation, which means the families could only have one child, has really caused catastrophic damage to their future economy, and they don't know what to do about it now. First of all, they said forget about it, now you can have as many kids as you want, you can keep having kids. Here's the problem. First of all, even if everything was perfect, it would still take a generation for them to catch up. But here's the big problem. During the one-child policy, the families wanted boys. So now there is a shortage of women in China, and now they're offering women money to have children, but there's still not enough women. Something like 6 to 75% men because of the ratio. Because during that one-child policy, a lot of the families, when they were having little girls, they were either putting up for adoption in other countries, or they were unfortunately having abortions until they would have a little boy. Well, this has caused a huge problem right now in China. And now we're seeing the repercussions of this with the printing of money and the 50 million vacant units. How does that impact us? That money that they're printing, they're going to invest around the world because they see the cracks in their economy that's coming right now. Printing that much money, it's going to be pay time for China soon.